Guys, I'm going to be talking about eczema control from Forces of Nature Medicine. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the company and how I found out about it, and I'm also going to highlight a few of the ingredients listed in here and tell you why I would not purchase this product again. My name's Sharon. Welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe below, turn on notifications, and you will get the latest content. Alright, so let's get started. I found out about Forces of Nature from a friend. So I was brought up pretty hippie. Homeopathy was the norm in my house. We didn't have a microwave, we didn't eat chocolate, we had carob chips, like no sodas, very, very hippie-ish. And my friend was not like that. He was kind of the opposite. And I was complaining to him that my daughter had plantar's warts. She was only 4, so that was good news. Her wart couldn't have been that old, because I know some people have warts for like years and decades. But she had like a mommy plantar wart, and then like baby plantar warts were coming all around. And we had tried different things. We had tried burning it off, and that was traumatic. Like, you're supposed to keep it on for 45 seconds. I think we left it on for 2, and we were pinning her down. Never again. We tried black tape. We tried baking soda, vinegar, apple cider vinegar, Listerine, like a whole bunch of things. I think I even tried like banana and potato. Like, I looked online. I tried loads and loads of things. And my friend kept telling me, you gotta buy this stuff. It's really, really good. It works really well. And I was like, no, it's kind of expensive. And then he found some discount code. And in the end, like, I was desperate and I bought it. And at that time, they had 3 strengths, like low, medium, high. And I bought the highest strength. And I put that on her once after she took a bath, before she went to bed. And the next day, she took a bath and literally dug out her wart, like mommy wart and baby warts and all. And I was amazed. I thought it was fantastic. I was telling everybody, you guys got to check out this company. It is great. Forces of Nature Medicine. It's awesome. Like, look what it did. And then she had some eczema flare-ups. And so the first thing I did is I went online and I decided to purchase from this company. So I purchased this, which is a dropper. It's to be used externally. And I purchased some bar soaps that they no longer sell. And I purchased a few other things for myself. They also no longer sell. And there are some red flags about this company. So first of all, like I've mentioned, they do not sell as many products as they did when I first purchased, which is probably about 2 or 3 years ago. Now, I don't know if that's because of the FDA crackdown. Like, the FDA is cracking down on homeopathic companies. That's not news. Or if there's some other issues, maybe with suppliers, or maybe there's other issues that we just don't know about why they aren't selling the products. They do not have the wart control that I bought, the maximum strength, nor do they have a lot of the face things I bought for like discoloration or I think fine lines or whatever. The eczema soap, they don't have that either. So that's kind of weird when companies really narrow down their products, because it's usually they extend their product line. Another thing that I had about this company is, so it is homeopathic, it is FDA registered, and it is USDA organic. So if that's important to you, it has that. Now, homeopathic is a natural medicine. Some people say it's great, other people say it's a pseudoscience. I'm not going to debate that. I'm just going to tell you what they are. In their ingredient list, it's divided into 2 sections. And I don't know if you can see, probably not. At the top, it says active ingredients, and at the bottom, it says also contains. I don't know if those are inactive or what. And though I was raised with homeopathic medicine, I didn't really learn much about it. Like, I couldn't tell you much about many things. I do know that homeopathic medicine has numbers and letters, and it's written in Latin, and so they have some numbers and letters: 12C, 12X, 6X, 6C, 8X, which refers to the strength. The only things that I recognize in here are ruta and thuja. I know ruta is for warts. I think thuja is for skin conditions. The other ones I don't really recognize. In the also contains section, so when I first got this, I was looking through it and I was like, it's all Latin. There's no mineral oil. There's no like fillers or anything. It looks great. It's USDA certified organic and it's FDA registered. It looks great. And now that I know a little bit more about essential oils, one of the essential oils here caught my eye, and that is rosemary essential oil. So I do not follow what MLMs say. MLMs will swear up and down and brainwash you into saying that all essential oils are safe for all people because they're all natural, and this is all BS. Okay, there are certain populations that should not use essential oils. I'm going to talk specifically about children, nursing pregnant women or people, also cannot use certain essential oils. People with medical conditions are on some medication. But in particular children, rosemary oil is one of those that can be dangerous to children. My daughter actually had a bad reaction to a thieves blend. Now in thieves there is eucalyptus and rosemary, and those two things are not safe for children. And I still use that on myself, and she came in contact with it, and we ended up in the hospital with a pretty bad reaction. And I'm going to link below, and you guys can watch the video, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened with this bad reaction. Now, I didn't read the ingredients very well. That was my mistake, and I was using this on her. So one thing that got to me is, if you can see here, do you see those things that are stuck on there, on the bulb there? That's tissue paper from a tissue. So I was using this on my daughter, and I noticed the bulb here was kind of sticky. And I figured that I had rubbed it in her skin, and I had like oil residue, and I was putting the cap on. And perhaps like that's what made it sticky. So I made sure to clean it pretty well. And then the next day, when I put it on again, it was sticky again. And I thought, okay, maybe I made the same mistake. This time, that night, I dropped it on her skin, and then I closed the bottle. And I didn't touch the bottle anymore. And I put a tissue paper, like a part of a tissue, on there, and I left it. So I knew that I had not come in contact with the oil. And the next day when I went back, the tissue paper was wet. Or, the tissue was a little bit wet, and it was discolored with the color of the oil. So what does that mean? That means that the essential oils inside of here are eating through the dropper bottle from the inside and going to the outside. And that is disintegrating the rubber or whatever it is and getting into my product. That is not good. If you know anything about essential oils, you know that pure essential oils should never be in dropper bottles. Now, the jury is out as to whether a diluted portion such as this, if it's okay to use dropper bottles. And now my opinion is, if there is essential oils in it, I don't think there should be dropper bottles. I think you should use something else. One thing that you guys can use is a roll-on bottle. Make sure you have glass or metal roller bottles. Plastic can get eaten through. You can also use old essential oils bottles. So clean this and stick it in here and kind of drop it on. That works as well. So those are a couple things you can do. But the fact that it's eating through here, so I don't know if it's due to the type of essential oil, if that's just very good at eating through the rubber, or perhaps it makes me wonder what the dilution rate is here. So with essential oils, as I mentioned, not only are they not safe for everyone, but there are different dilution rates for children and adults. So I feel like this company, although they are homeopathic, they're not doing so well when it comes to aromatherapy, to essential oils, because it is eating through here. That's just gross. And also, I'm really curious now as to what the dilution rate is here. They do not have any disclaimer on here that says it's not safe for kids, and they should. I really think ethically it should. They should also maybe perhaps explain what the dilution rate is, because maybe this just isn't safe for young people at all, even if you're over the age of, I believe, 6 or 10, depending on who you ask when you can use rosemary for. So I would not buy this again. I did decant this into 2 bottles. I only have, if you can see, I have very, very little left. I used some of this, and then I filled 2 bottles. I gave one to my mom, and I have one here. I'm probably going to end up giving this away because it kind of scares me, actually, the product, how unsafe it is. And I want to hear from you guys if you have ever used anything from Forces of Nature and what your opinion is about this, about the fact that it's eating away the dropper bottle, and also what you think about the essential oils in here and about the no warning for kids. Okay, so let me know in the comments below. I'm very eager to hear from you guys. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I will see you guys later.